Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 30th of March. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Megaport, A2 Milk, Chalice Mining, Evolution Mining and CSR. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting our free newsletters, but my research and stock tips come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report, so make sure you are getting that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, please share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like to have a trading account with me and have me help you manage your share portfolio, then please give me a call. And all the advice here is general only. So we've got the Megaport chart. We have looked at this one a number of times over the last year or so, and it's always been negative, and it still remains in a very large downtrend. You know, there have been multiple occasions, multiple warning signs. So, you know, all the big moves down on volume, breaking support are always clearly a negative, and we continue to see big selling. So it's not a good looking chart at all, and unfortunately there's nothing at the moment to suggest that it just can't go a lot lower, so I'd be staying away from this one. Okay, A2 Milk, so we have looked at this one a couple of times over the last several months. I mean, here we had this nice sort of uptrend. It was trending well, but as we could see, it's not kicking on anymore. So if we have a look at sort of this area here, it looked like what we had was an upside break, so a gap up on volume, nice strong close, but unfortunately that was followed by this huge down day on even bigger volumes. So it's one of those situations where you get this upside break, looks really good, but then based on this price action we could say, okay, well that was a false break, and now it's in trouble. So in some ways you would have had a buy and then a sell the next day, and as we could see, it has been looking pretty weak. So we've sell off here to try to rally, and then it's continued to the selling's kicked in again. Even most recently we could see that it's sort of tried to move higher, but as it got to this low point, again, a bit of selling on the downside. So I think for the time being we're going to see lower levels in A2. Chalice, so I like the way this one's trading. We had this one in the Dynamic Investor Report a few weeks ago. We're looking at the bull flag. Quite interesting price action. I mean, you had what looked like an upside break on a flag, only for it to break support momentarily. And as we could see on this candle here, it rallied pretty strongly. So that gave you basically another false break. Downside break didn't happen. All the buying kicked in. So that was the next sort of buying opportunity. Last couple of days, we could see, the gap up, big volume, another up day on big volume. Yes, it's stalling at this high, but you'd expect that momentarily, and then I think you're just going to continue seeing this one recover to higher levels. Okay, Evolution, also fairly similar price action. I mean, in our report a couple of weeks ago we looked at the false break here. Basically you've got a breakdown of a support level only for it to launch higher the next day. That's your buy signal. And then what we've got is resistance at $3. It's sort of poking its head above that yesterday. So it looks like it wants to head higher. I think a close above $3 would be the next buy trigger. But looking at the way this is trading, I think it does want to recover from here. Okay, and finally CSR. So looks like it's starting to get into a downtrend now. We've just got these lower highs and the lower lows. In the last several days we've seen it. So if there's a support level here, sort of broke sort of tested it, rejected. So again, I think just for the risk for now is that this one sees a bit more downside. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. We'll try to look at it next Thursday for you.